Welcome to Entrepreneurs and Fuego. We are really delighted today. By the way, did you know that this is the only entrepreneurship show in Arizona that is built by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs get naked?
No, I didn't know that.
You just signed a release form. You don't read what you signed.
I did read what I signed. I didn't see anything.
But you didn't see about the big.
That must have been the small print on the back.
It's really is on 10 point. That's not that
really
big anyway.
Small.
Hey, look,
print.
entrepreneurs get naked emotionally.
Emotionally, well, you do. You come to a raw place when you decide to go into business.
Exactly.
So.
Well, exactly, and it's because we want to know what fuels your fire, and that's really where we want to go today. And we have today Suzette Smith.
Yep.
You call yourself the Queen.
I do.
Tell us why.
Well, I've come beyond being a princess. I grew out of my princess role and became a queen. Yeah.
So who anointed you queen? Did you
self-proclaimed. Yeah. No, I think along the way, I just take charge and, really emotionally and, take charge with what I'm coming at. And somebody touted me as the queen not too long ago. And I was like, yeah, that kind of fits.
So is that take charge?
My little kingdom kind of thing.
Or queendom for that matter.
Yeah.
So that take charge personality that you have.
Yes.
Is that something that you always had, or is that something that you discovered along the way during your entrepreneurship life?
I think it's something that I've always had. I'm the oldest of two children and wanted to be, in charge of everything. And for a long time, it was take care of everybody, take care of my friends, my family, whoever was in my life at the time. And then it's gone beyond that into my community and, providing whether this is my second or third business that I've had. So it's, whatever business that I've chosen to go into, it's been to better my community.
There are a lot of entrepreneurs. There are a lot of listeners. There's a lot of viewers right now. They're looking at this going, all right, I just heard that she started 3 businesses. Mm-hmm. And how does one go by starting a business? I know that, all right, it probably starts with an idea, right? And you probably had an idea or somebody suggested an idea. Tell us a little bit about that process. How did that start?
Well, my brain is always going, it's just always going, what can you do?
The queen never stops.
The queen never stops. It's just constantly on fire thinking, and it's exciting.
You're constantly in fuego.
Yeah, in fuego.
This is
that's
what
right.
the show's all about.
That's right.
All right, I'm sorry for interrupting.
No,
so
no
go
problem.
Ahead.
So years ago, I was in the real estate industry. I had multiple, like everybody else did, multiple rental properties,
Sure.
and then I started fixing and flipping, and that was really fun. And then staging properties came about.
Sure.
And so I jumped in on that and just did really well with it. And that business went down when the real estate market
Yeah, it
died.
was fun, and then it was not fun.
And then, it was like one day, somebody drew a line in the sand and your phone stopped ringing.
Sure, it was literally overnight. Yep.
And, somebody, and I don't remember who said this, but success is not measured by how many times, it's measured by how many times you failed. It is measured. Success is measured by how many times you have failed. So, just because you start a business and maybe it didn't work out, maybe the market was wrong, it was bad timing, or you got in, whatever, that doesn't mean that you give up and never try again.
When your phone stopped ringing, you knew at that point, almost right away, right? You get that feeling yourself, something happened, the market turned. Maybe I saw it coming, maybe I didn't see it coming, maybe I should have had the foresight to say, maybe I should have gotten out a little bit earlier,
right.
et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
But you get that really empty feeling in your stomach. What now?
Yeah. Well, then usually what people will do is go, I need to go get a job.
Right.
Go work for somebody else and get that stable income coming
Sure.
in, and start building for that pension and that 401k, and that's exactly what I did, and I got fired.
Oh, really? What job did you get?
I was in sales. I've been in different, I've had, I went through a time period where I had different jobs, and it's, going back, it's when you go to work for somebody else, you're either building their dream or you can, create your own dream.
Did you feel that you had to get that job to kind of move from where you were before, or did you at that point feel maybe I should start another business?
No, I wasn't there yet because I didn't know what I was going to do. I mean, at that particular time, real estate was everything to me, and it took a long time to get past that, and your creative juices, my creative juices just weren't flowing as well, and like I said, you kind of get beat up out there a little bit, and then you go in your cave and go work for somebody else, and then another idea comes up. Never give up on your entrepreneur spirit.
So what was that other idea that came up?
Well, I started going into consulting. I was consulting. I've been in the health and wellness industry for about 15 years now in some form or fashion. And it's really always been a passion of mine to help educate people on a healthier lifestyle through the foods that they eat or the supplements that they take. So at that time I started going into consulting with nutritional supplements and really going out there and trying to reach the medical professional that was not educated in natural nutritional healings.
Let me ask you this question, because do you find though that a lot of us know what's bad for us? I mean, most of us know that opening up a bag of potato chips 8 o'clock at night, sitting in front of the TV, doing nothing, and finishing that bag of potatoes is bad.
But do they really?
But we know that it's bad, but
How
we
do
do
you
it
know
all.
that? If you've got marketing on the... Okay,
you're telling me that is not bad for you?
I didn't say that. No,
chips.
You asked me
yes.
that you said we all know
yes.
that bag. But I'm saying, do we really know? Because you've got these marketing conglomerates, these food manufacturers that are marketing,
right.
And it's all about what's on the front of the label. 100% natural and organic, and
True.
this is good for you. No hydrogenated fats.
Right.
All of this is marketing to make the consumer feel like
and so I see
it's
that
not that bad.
I see that in a bag of potato chips. I'm like, yeah, this can't be too bad.
That's
for
right.
me, right?
And then you eat them.
Okay.
And then you feed them to your children,
right.
and then your children are gaining weight, and then your children are now presenting with onset adult diseases, diabetes and heart disease. That all because they thought that bag of potato chips was good because of the marketing on the front.
So you're an educator, and so now you tell people, look, this is not as good for you or not good for you, and these are the foods that are good for you. But still, there is a missing element, isn't there? I mean, we have to be disciplined, right? To carry through with whatever plan or whatever program that you have designed for me.
Yes.
Because it's ultimately up to me to execute
Right.
that menu or that food plan that
Exactly.
that wellness program that you've provided for me, right?
Yeah. At the end of the day, you have full control of what you put in your mouth.
That's hard, man.
It is hard. I know, and it's fun to eat bad things sometimes.
You know what the worst thing for me, and I can't get past this, is I'd be good for a while, and I'm like, okay, I can do this. I'm gonna give up ice cream.
You like ice cream?
Oh, white chocolate ice cream is my it's just, okay. So I give up ice cream, and I'm good. Like right now, I've given up ice cream for like the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something, and I haven't had ice cream for like 3 weeks. And then I know that at some point this weekend, I'm like, oh, son of a gun, I just want to open up that just a little.
Oh, you shouldn't beat yourself up like that. Go have some ice cream.
So you think that it's okay to kind of sin a little bit?
Well, why does it have to be a sin?
Does it have to be, maybe what you're saying is more of a balance?
Yeah, why can't we have a pure ice cream? Why can't we have a whole ice cream that when you look at the ingredients?
Because it doesn't taste as good as the bad ice cream.
Do you know what they put in ice cream?
I don't want to know. Okay. Please don't tell me, because now I'm going to feel like shit all day.
There's products in some ice creams out there that are equivalent to antifreeze in your vehicle. Did you read about the ice cream that didn't melt?
No. No, and please don't tell me about this. And let's talk instead about this guy right here, because now you're depressing me. I started the day that you're smiling.
With that big ice cream. Have the ice cream, but make it a whole ice cream. Make it I don't know. You have to read the ingredients.
How about this? Next time I'm going to have ice cream, I'm going to give you a call.
Call me.
please intervene.
Yeah.
Please.
No, I want you to
I need
have
some
the
help.
foods that you want. And what I tell my kids is read the ingredients. If you can pronounce all the ingredients on your food, then you can eat it.
I can't do that. But fortunately, we have somebody like you who can help us out. Tell us about Garden Goddess and how did that idea come up? Because this is truly something remarkable.
It's a great story, and I'm just really excited.
Are you the goddess?
I'm the goddess.
And
yeah.
is that you have a partner that is called Garden? And they're both Garden?
No, it's all mine.
All right.
It's all my business, and it was, like I said, I have been in the health and wellness industry for a long time, and I was reading about sauerkrauts and fermented cabbages and the health benefits of that. So I experimented at home, and I had fermenting. So just chopping up cabbage, putting some salt, some garlic in there, put it in the closet. My closet reeked, and it smelled really bad, but it tasted good. And then that just kind of evolved into let's try some recipes and look online and do that. And so I made it at home, and I would share it with people, and they would, enough of them came up to me and said, you should take this to market. So I actually had a couple of different business ideas that were like, okay, which one is the best? Which one is the best? And my girlfriend, who's been a national sales director for another company, said, you need to go with the kraut. So we, by the boom, by the bing, I created this business, and in the last 4 months, we've sold over $10,000 worth of sauerkrauts.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's awesome, huh?
That's really. So where do you produce it? Is your house? Does your house have like a yellow tape?
No.
Do not enter because
No, I am actually producing a commercial kitchen. So we are selling at farmers markets right now. We're in the process of starting to talk to some of the big chain stores and going wholesale. The whole idea about that is changing the bacteria, our microbiome. So those are our new buzzwords now: microbiome, probiotic foods, gut bacteria. Your brain does not tell your gut what to do. Your gut tells your brain what to do. Okay, that's a huge statement. So we have to really be conscious of the environment that our gut is in.
Let me ask you this. So it takes a lot of inspiration to do this, a lot of dedication to do this. What is it that drives Suzette to do all these things? What fuels your fire, Suzette?
I want to teach our children how to be sustainable. I want to teach our children, I think it should start with the children to get to mom and dad too. But I want to change the way our children look at food. If we don't, then we will outlive our children.
And that's hard, right? Because of all the marketing. You were talking about all these huge conglomerates are telling you in many different obscure ways that this thing might be good for you.
Yeah.
When in fact it is not, right?
That's right.
And so you have to compete with this multi-billion-dollar marketing messages that are telling our kids, that are telling our families, that are telling ourselves that this might be good when in fact it isn't.
Well, we've got to get the big six pharma companies, the medical companies that really run and support our country, to find a way to make money in wellness and not make money in sickness. Because right now, and that's a whole nother conversation, I believe that our governments benefit from us being sick.
I agree. Mm-hmm. So by having this product, are you being an activist, if you will?
I am. I think, like I said, it's really a passion to educate people on the importance of their gut health and teaching their children how to be cognizant of the foods that they eat and eat it on purpose.
But you know what? It's not only children though, because somebody like me, I need to be taught exactly what to eat. I mean, yes, I know some of the foods that are bad for me, et cetera, but more importantly, more than telling me what to eat or what not to eat is how can I sustain a good and healthy lifestyle, right? I mean, how can I do that?
Yeah.
And what should I use or what techniques should I use in order to live a healthy lifestyle, and that is difficult.
Well, it's a journey. It's not something that happens overnight. It's a journey, and you've got to, first and foremost, you got to want to be on board with that, and then incorporate something as simple as incorporating fermented foods, whether it's sauerkraut, kefir, or kombucha. Something as simple as that 3 times a day. Kombucha.
What is it?
It's a fermented tea.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Hey, honestly, I think that we would benefit a lot by, things fly over here.
Yeah.
We would benefit a lot if you were to provide some workshops or seminars.
Okay. Can we do it here at this great place you have?
At this great place called the Office
I
File.
love this place.
You bet. And because education, as you say, is very paramount, and that's what fuels your fire, right? And that's what I believe a lot of us need. And not only children, and perhaps we invite a high school class to come in and attend some of your workshops. And I think that we can put that together because education is important. Education is paramount. You're doing something phenomenal with a garden goddess. You are a goddess. You are a queen.
Thank you.
For being on the show, I tell you
I get
what
a
we're
T-shirt.
Man.
I was so jealous when you gave somebody a T-shirt the other day and you didn't give me one. So now I've got one.
Now you've got one. I'm so sorry. Well, look, you got the Office File T-shirt.
Yep, I love it.
You're going to wear it with pride.
I will.
This is for you, dear.
Thank you very much.
You're doing something phenomenal, and
Thank you.
I really
and so are
appreciate
you.
that. Well, we try a little bit.
Oh,
but
yeah.
We do because we have people such as yourself who teaches us these things. It was very important for us to learn what you're doing to give this workshop. So you must promise me that you're going to put together a workshop
absolutely.
for us.
I will.
And we'll help you get the word out. This is important for us.
Yeah.
Like you said, I mean, I'd rather deal in wellness and in health rather than in sickness.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And you've got the greatest spot for entrepreneurs to come to. I love coming to this place and just getting my thoughts together, getting some work done, having meetings here. I have my team meetings here.
I know you do.
So thank you for creating such a beautiful space.
You're going to come back and do a seminar for us.
Absolutely.
We're out.